Hi folks. Well, it is jigsaw puzzle time in my build of the Wingnut Wings Roland C.IV reconnaissance aircraft. The good news is that I am pretty sure that this Keller Kent figure here in the observer's area, the guy standing with his left leg cocked back, isn't going to require any surgery at all for final assembly and closing up the fuselage and getting all these other parts crammed in. The pilot, sort of, also from Keller Kent, the figure, sort of fits in, but clearly I'm either going to have amputation of the legs, probably as far up as somewhere on the shins, or bend the knees to get him to sit properly. And if I want to have a rudder control bar down there, that's right under where his heels would be right now. This figure wasn't made specifically for this aircraft, but I will be able to get him to fit easier than I have with some other conversions or adaptations. I still have to put in the wheel control column and the wheel. They're still on one of the sprues. And that means clearly I'm going to have to open up and shave off a little bit because that's going to go right in between his inner thighs there. But that's okay. These are sort of normal things. I think I have identified all of the minute little stubs that get left over when you snip pieces off the sprues. And that is absolutely critical to make sure they are all gone, smoothed out sandly, or you don't get these interior components to fit properly. And if they don't fit properly, the fuselage doesn't close properly. That's how tight the tolerances are. But right now, I'm happy. The only thing that has had any cement right now are the two pieces of the reserve petrol tank, which hangs behind the pilot. Everything else is just dry fitted right now. And the main petrol tank, guess what? Well, the pilot sits right on top of that. So how's that for crew safety in the event of incendiary bullets hitting somewhere in the cockpit area? And of course, no self-sealing tanks back then. Wow, just hard to believe. Anyway, having fun. I've got a little bit more of oil painting, so this piece here, this divider, which holds the wireless set, needs to be painted a wood effect, and I forgot about that when I was putting on the ochre yellow undercoat. Get that done. That slots in underneath, behind the main petrol tank and below the reserve petrol tank. The camera fits in and goes right along the back of this interior and drops down so that the lens is fitting down and the camera's pointing out right through the floor there of the interior. Like most Wingnut Wings kits, probably a good 50% of the build, if not more, certainly from a time standpoint, is getting the interior done up. How much of it's going to show, a little bit more of this is going to show because of the two-seater configuration. The machine gun, Parabellum machine gun in the back for the observer will go on along with a sort of suspended seat right at the end. There are the rails, they're side rails. Absolutely critical that those fit perfectly. They do when everything's bare plastic, of course. And then there is the wood frame that sits about that extends into the engine compartment. And there's a bulkhead there that I forgot to paint. It was still on the sprue, so we'll get going with that. And probably a good another 3, 4, 5 work sessions to get the interior finished. And then everything is a piece of cake. Ha ha ha. Anyway, that's it for now. And a lovely kit, a beautiful detail, and the Kellerkind figures are everything I wanted them to be. With aviatic heads, I did a head swap, and looking forward to continuing this build. Thanks for watching.